Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Adrin, Nazarian, a council member for the 2nd Council District of Los Angeles, representing the Eastern San Fernando Valley communities of Studio City, Toluca Lake, Valley Glen, Valley Village, Sun Valley, Van Nuys, and it's wonderful to be here with all of you. I wanted to take a minute and thank everyone who showed up here in council to support this motion that we introduced and we advanced today. Our council colleagues, of course, and we're going to be having one of my colleagues join me, Councilmember Soto-Martinez, who was a second on my initial motion, Ms. Brigida Romanov with IATSE, with Alex Aguilar with Laborers 724, Marie Dunway from our friends with Stay in LA. I want to thank all of you for joining me early, for speaking with me, and for motivating action, not just at the state level, but at the city level as well, where the rubber meets the road. This is about jobs that support LA families and all the small neighborhood businesses where they live and shop. The dry cleaners, the manicurists, the taquerias, the breakfast spots, the sandwich shops, and the caterers. Los Angeles is hurting because film production is leaving. COVID, an unprecedented firestorm, and uncertain economic climate have made a bad situation worse, but we can do better. We cannot lose our signature industry to other cities, regions, or countries that want to steal our original industry. But they don't have what we have. We have a city with skyscrapers, landmarks, colorful neighborhoods, mountains, and beaches, and the people that are commensurate to those landmarks. We have the talent, we have the skilled craftspeople, we have carpenters, we have grips, we have electricians, we have animators and cinematographers, costume, hair, and makeup artists, all standing behind me. We have facilities unmatched anywhere in the world. Over a century of experience multiplied by the greatest creative economy the world has ever known. The city needs to make it easier to create and keep jobs here in Los Angeles. You need a government that doesn't tie you up in red tape and permit fees. A government that protects local filming from price gouging and unscrupulous actors that are only chasing profit at all cost, at our cost, at our community's costs. For me, this is personal. Hollywood is the reason Los Angeles exists. It's its beating heart. We cannot let Hollywood turn into the next Detroit. And I love Detroit, but we gotta make sure we don't allow the city to fall apart. This is the industry that started this city, and we need to make sure we're protecting it and we're preserving it and we're growing it back again. So let's keep Hollywood home where it deserves to be in Los Angeles. Can I hear it from all of you? We got a lineup of some amazing folks and someone I did not mention earlier because I wanted it to be a surprise, but it gives me great joy to invite someone who's a star and who also happens to be a Valley resident and my constituent as well. So honored to have Yvette Nicole Brown, who you all know from Community and the mayor from among many other shows. Nicole, join us.
Thank you. It was really important for me to be here today because, one, I believe in the city. I believe in what we're all trying to build here. When I moved here from East Cleveland, Ohio, many, many years ago, the dream was to live in LA, but also to work in LA. Those of us that come here from other states and other cities, we come here because this is the Mecca. This is the place where all of the magic happens. And the idea that in the last 4 or 5 years, it's really hard to get a job in the city. And that's heartbreaking, not just for me as an actor. I'm a proud member of the Screen Actors Guild. There's 50,000 of us that live in this city. I used to be a board member of the Screen Actors Guild. It's not just about the actors, though. There's a lot of people that depend on our industries here, as he mentioned. You know, people go to eat at different restaurants at lunchtime. There's catering that happens. All the crew members that work here. When a production leaves here and goes to another state or another country, when it first leaves, it takes the people with them. The second time they go back, they've built a community in that new place, which means the cameramen and the crew people and the production designers and the hair and makeup people are left here, and they're left in an industry that is no longer thriving. So we're hoping that things can change, that we can shift this so that the people that moved here to bring all of their gifts and their talents to make this city great can continue to do just that. So we're praying that this will pass, that we can get some energy behind it, and we hope that this moment of speaking to all of you and all the wonderful camera people that came, you guys will know how important this is to us, and we can come together and make this city great again for the entertainment industry.
Thank you very much, Yvette. Next with us is Brigida Romanov with IATSE.
Good afternoon. My name is Brigida Romanov. I am the Executive Director of the Costume Designers Guild Local 892 IATSE. I represent over 1,200 members. I would like to first thank Councilmember Nazarian for your leadership and your decades-long commitment to those of us who make a living behind the scenes in film and television. This motion speaks to something deeply personal for many of us. It's about protecting the soul of Los Angeles, our storied history, our working families, our creative workforce, and the jobs that keep roofs over our heads. For decades, this city has been the beating heart of the entertainment industry. But in recent years, we've watched more and more productions leave, and when they go, they take with them not just jobs, but the livelihoods of thousands of middle-class California families and the small family-run businesses that depend on this industry, not just to survive, but to keep our neighborhoods vibrant, resilient, and connected. It is getting harder to make a living in this business, not only because we're working less, but because the system productions work within has become too costly, too complex, and too out of reach for many productions. This motion is a crucial step towards reversing that. It clears a path, it opens doors by cutting through the city's red tape and ensuring access to the spaces we need to film without the inflated price tags. It helps keep jobs right here in our city where they belong. This is more than a policy, it's a statement that Los Angeles still values its workers, still believes in our historic industry, and still fights for the people who bring stories to life. Once again, thank you, Councilmember Nazarian, for understanding that our fight for union jobs is your fight. Thank you.
Thank you, Brigida. Next, we have Alex Aguilar with the Laborers International.
Thank you, Council Member. My name is Alex Aguilar. First off, I want to thank Council Member for leading the fight in getting production back to Los Angeles. This motion right now serves as a lifeline for thousands of middle-class families who rely on this industry to survive. Right now, far too many skilled, dedicated workers are out of a job, struggling to pay rent, buy food, pay the bills. It's really hard out there. And all they have is a little bit of hope to hold on to by these type of little things that we're doing. By streamlining the permitting process and cutting unnecessary red tape, we can bring these jobs back to driving production costs. We can bring these costs down, which will help to bring production back to LA. Yes. You know what? I'm not going to read this stupid speech. So, listen, this motion is a big deal. We have thousands of members who are sitting at home right now out of work. They're hurting. They can't pay bills. They can't buy food. Children are suffering. They can't send children to school to play sports, to do the little things that they used to do every single day. Our members are struggling, and it's not just members. This isn't just about our entertainment industry workers. This is about the entire community of Los Angeles. We have small businesses that are suffering. As the council member mentioned, we have dry cleaners, flower shops, taquerias, which I love, right? Who doesn't love a taqueria? not just that, but grocery stores, small mom and pop stores that are just closing the doors. So I have a neighbor who is a up and coming director and producer, and he told me yesterday that he went to go film in Adelanto. I don't know where it's at, but it sounds really far. And one of the things he mentioned was that it was because due to the permitting process, some of the costs that went up, he said, Alex, I don't have a big budget. I'm financing this myself. I have to film where it makes sense for me financially. These are the small folks who can contribute to our economy in Los Angeles, to the small business owners that are, again, buying food, buying craft service for crew, things like that. And so, again, I just want to thank the council member and every single council member who voted aye in there for their strong support on this, because it is desperately needed. We need to get people back to work. We need to keep LA as the hub for Hollywood. This has always been Hollywood. Hollywood is LA. When people talk about Hollywood, Hollywood is LA. It's synonymous. And so we need to keep that going, because as someone else mentioned, we cannot turn into Detroit into just this town's going to turn into a ghost town when it comes to productions. We can't do that. Excuse me. We also need to keep these young folks who are coming into this industry working. A lot of folks, as my sister Yvette said, she came here with the hope of working in Hollywood. We need to keep that hope alive for young people, entertainers, for the talent folks that we have here in LA. Again, thank you so much for everybody who's here today. And let's keep production in LA, in Hollywood. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Alex, and thank you for speaking from the heart. It's the best way to speak. Next, I would love to introduce and invite Marie Dunaway, who is part of the initial crew of folks that came to us and wanted to work with us and make sure that we advance this issue. She's with California United and Stay in LA. Marie?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Councilmember Nazarian. Thank you very much to all the council members who voted aye today. I'm Marie Dunaway, as he said, with Stay in LA and CA United. I am a first-generation native Angeleno with deep roots to the city. My father, a Navy veteran, moved to Los Angeles at age 11. My mother, a drama major at Cal State LA, worked at the Music Center here in downtown for over a decade. It's no surprise that the entertainment industry runs through my veins. I was literally born into it. As a young girl in Vietnam, my mom would rush to the community center after school to watch variety shows filmed right here in Hollywood. She fell in love with TV and movies long before she ever set foot in LA. That passion carried into our family. My sister auditioned for roles, my brother was drawn to the music, and I made my full-time career. Hollywood has always represented opportunity for us as workers, as business owners, and as neighbors. For decades, I've produced commercials, music videos, and branded content. As a freelance producer, it's my job to understand and know what it costs to shoot per day, not just in Los Angeles, but all over the world, from Chicago to Chile to Bulgaria. Here's the bottom line. We are losing jobs to more welcoming cities, streamlined processes, and financial incentives. We are suffocating from Los Angeles's rigidity, slowness, endless staffing mandates, special town requirements, and most of all, cost. Other states are saying yes and rolling out our red carpet. We are only rolling out red tape. We must overhaul the permitting process, simplify requirements, rebuild trust with the workforce. Let's make LA the easiest place to film, not the hardest. Especially now, after the devastation our city has faced, we have a chance to rebuild smarter. To recover, we must recommit. If we fail to act, our story will be retold by others as one of those cautionary made-for-TV movies, but was filmed in Australia to look like Los Angeles. The future of our city and the livelihoods of tens of thousands of workers depend on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Marie. You just came up with a great tagline, by the way. Turning the red tape into a red carpet. Roll it out and bring them in. So I wanted to take a minute and introduce a good brother of mine and someone that works with me on a day-to-day basis, fighting the good fight to make sure that we protect working families, working neighborhoods, working class individuals, making sure that we make it easier for families to raise their children here so that they can follow in the pathways program that IATSE provides and other unions provide to make sure that they get into the film industry. Please help me welcome my good friend, Councilmember Hugo Soto-Martinez.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Nazarian, and always very happy to be here with Stay in LA and my union brothers and sisters from I saw a lot of laborers. Where y'all at? I saw a lot of Teamsters. And of course, a lot of our brothers and sisters from IATSE. Give it up to everyone here today. You know, this is an important and wonderful thing to be fighting for, because when we make decisions in the city of Los Angeles, there are times where we don't have to choose between supporting corporations and companies and supporting workers and the working people of Los Angeles. This is a great example of a win-win for everybody. And so I want to thank you, Councilmember Nazarian, for coming in just in a few months. You're already really pushing the envelope and bringing unity in the city of Los Angeles. So I want to thank you for all your work. Because every production we lose doesn't hurt the famous actors and actresses. They can fly on a first-class plane and come back and be just fine. But you know who it does hurt? It hurts the stagehands. It hurts the grips, the writers, the small businesses, the owners, and working families who call this city their home. That's who is hurt the most when we lose production. And this is also about our constituents. These are the people who power our economy and who live here in the city of Los Angeles, who've called this city their home. And just yesterday, I was at a coffee shop near my district office, and I ran into my good friend, who I've known for many years. He's in the industry. And he said to me, I don't have any work and I had to pick up another job. I'm now working for this nonprofit, which he loves, but is not his passion, is not why he moved to the city of Los Angeles. It's not the thing that he wants to do, but he said to me, I'm doing it because I have to pay my bills. Everything is down and it's hurting everybody. And that is not just Alex's story. It's so many of our constituents, so many of the people we work with every single day. So this motion is about fighting for our workers, fighting for our communities, and keeping Hollywood right here in the City of Angels where it belongs. So I want to thank you, Councilmember Nazarian, for spearheading this effort, and for everyone here, this amazing coalition, and thank you for being a strong ally for Hollywood workers. Let's get this across the finish line. Let's keep building on our victories, and we're also going to make sure we fight at the state level, because we have to win for everybody in the city of Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember Soto-Martinez. Thank you to Councilwoman Rahman for also co-signing with us. Thank you to all of our council colleagues for unanimously passing this forward and getting it through the first hurdle. Now it goes for a study and work to be done by the CLA and the CAO, and it's going to come back to us in ordinance form. So at the end of all of this, this is about protecting our middle class families and making sure that the very industry that helped put us on the map, put Hollywood and Los Angeles on the map, to continue to be rocking it right here. So let's keep Hollywood home, and we're open to questions. Any questions from anyone?
Talk about what was in the measure.
What's in the we're happy to give you a printout of the motion, but it basically focuses on several items: streamlining the city's permitting process, making it more efficient and less bogged down by bureaucracy, looking at ways that we can cut costs when it comes to price gouging for parking, permitting, as well as public safety personnel. There's just a lot of accumulation of various tedious costs that add up to then make the bottom line not worth doing it in Los Angeles. And we got to change that around. We got to make sure that we roll out the red carpet and let people know this is the place that we want them to film. Any other questions? Yes.
Tess Taylor, President of the Greater Toluca Lake Neighborhood Council. We came down here today to support you. We have made a unanimous resolution to support this motion. Thank you to the council members. And which state bills are you planning to support? There's a number of parallel bills and legislation in the state legislature at this point, and we would like you to make several in particular part of the priorities of the legislative agenda of the City Council and State Legislature, including SB 630, Allen, AB
1138.
Yes, AB 1138 and SB 474. Do you plan to support those, Councilmember Nazarian?
So thank you very much for bringing that question up. We've actually, the council has already, I believe, unanimously supported resolutions to support both AB 1138 and SB 630 because those are the tax credits we need to support and expand production here in California. You know, there's what our brothers and sisters do at the state level to make sure we fight back and earn back the productions, and then there's what we can do here at the city level, local level, to make it less cumbersome and costly to do everyday shooting. So yes, we have introduced resolutions and passed it through the council already. And thank you, Ms. Taylor, for bringing that up. Appreciate it. All right, if there are no more questions, thank you all very much. We're going to be around for a couple of minutes for individual interviews or questions. Thank you.